Good morning students. Today we will study class 9th chapter 10, that is gravitation. In previous lecture we had studied about the acceleration due to gravity and the free fall of the object. In today's lecture we will discuss about mass and weight. Before proceeding towards mass and weight, I will tell you about the numericals which are related to the equation of motion under the force of gravity. So as we had done, S is ut plus half gt square, v is equals to u plus gt, v square minus u square equal to 2gs. These are the equations we had done in previous lecture. So here is one numerical we will do that is related to that equation of motion. Before doing numericals, some things are kept in mind. These are the sign conventions which are related to the numericals. So firstly, if the object is going upward, so the value of g, that is acceleration due to gravity, is taken as negative. So we will take it as minus 9.8. If we calculate the velocity that the object is going away from the center of the earth, then the value of velocity is positive. If the object is going toward the center of the earth, then the value of velocity is negative. In terms of distance, if the object is going away or going up from the projection, from the point of projection, the object is going upward, then it is taken as positive. If the object is going downward from the point of projection, then it is negative. So here are the three sign conventions for the value of g, for the value of velocity, for the value of distance. So these are the points that can be used further in numericals also. So here is one numerical for you. A stone is dropped from the roof of building. So a stone is dropped from the roof of building. So it can falls down. So we will not take g negative. So here, so value of g is 9.8 meter per second. So one thing you should keep in mind, for convenience, we can also take the value of g is 10 meter per second. It is for our convenience in numericals. So it takes 4 seconds. So t is 4 seconds to reach the ground. So that's the body is coming from upper and fall down to touch the ground. So I had already told you about that. So in that condition, u should be 0. So u is the initial velocity of the object. So here we had to find the height. So height is related to distance. So we will use h is equals to ut plus half gt square. So here we had used a, so I will use here g. So h is as it is. So u is 0, t is 4 plus 1 by 2. I will take it as 10 for convenience. You can also use 9.8. So t is 4 square. So 2 is cancelled with 10, it is 5. So it is 0 plus 4, 16. 16 into 5, 80. So h is 80 meters. So in this way, you will be able to do the numericals. These are as such as you have done in the chapter motion of physics. So it is already, I had told you about these numericals. You just use these type of standard equation of motions for doing these numericals. So next further we will continue with the topic, that is our recent topic, that is mass and weight. So as we all know about mass and weight, but actually there is a vast difference between mass and weight. If we said my mass is 4 kg or 20 kg or 40 kg or 90 kg, doesn't mean my weight is also 90 kg. So here I will tell you about what is the main difference between mass and weight. So firstly, mass. So mass is the measure of inertia. So firstly, inertia we already had done. It is a tendency of body to remain in motion or rest or change in directions. So mass is the measure of inertia of a body. So that's why a mass is also called inertial mass. So what is inertial mass? Inertial mass is the measure of inertia of any body. But actually the mass is the amount of matter that is contained in a body. So that is amount of matter that is contained in a body is called mass. So mass is directly related to quantity of the matter. So that is how much matter is contained in a body, that is directly related to the mass of that body. So next, mass doesn't depend on shape, size and state. So it doesn't depend if the body is in different state or liquid or gas or solid. The mass doesn't depend on that. So mass, unit of mass is kilogram. So unit of mass is kilogram, as we all know. It is 5 kg, 4 kg, 8 kg. So mass, unit of mass is kilogram. So mass is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity means we only deal with the magnitude of that mass. That is, we only concern with the 5 kg. No matter is that in this direction is 5 kg or in this direction is 5 kg. So mass can be scalar quantity. Mass only be scalar quantity. Not can be. It's only be scalar quantity. Masses added algebraically. Yes, we can add masses algebraically. What does it mean? If 5 kg sugar, 4 kg sugar, 1 kg sugar, then I club that and said I have 10 kg of sugar. So we can say that mass can be added algebraically. So next, mass can be zero. Mass can be zero. If the quantity has no matter in it, it can be zero. But it isn't possible that something has no matter. So matter is everywhere. So anything that occupies space and has weight is matter. So mass can be zero sometimes. So it can be measured with beam balance. We can measure mass with beam balance. So this is all about the mass. Second is weight. So weight is the force with which body is attracted towards earth, towards the center of the earth. So everything is attracted by earth, as we know from the previous lecture, that everything is attracted by the earth. So in weight, we can say that for weight, the force with which a body can attract, so we can say that it is a mass, it is a weight. So the mass which can be attracted with the force, that is weight. Clear? So we here we know the from Newton's second law of motion, force is equals to mass into acceleration. So here I will not use that acceleration, I will use acceleration due to gravity. So force is equals to mass into g. So g is acceleration due to gravity. So from definition we said that the force with which a body is attracted toward the earth, center of the earth, that is force or weight. So that F is changes to W. So we will say W is equals to M into G. So here mass cannot be changed, but weight can be changed. How it is possible? If mass is constant, we know mass is a constant quantity. But what about G? G is not constant. We already done in previous lecture. G can be changes from different planet to different, equator to poles. So G can be changes. For that means your weight can also be changes. So your weight is different at poles and your weight is different at equator. Is that clear? Because the value of G changes. If W increases, if G increases, then W also increases. If G decreases, then W also decreases. Is that clear? So here we will calculate the weight of object on the surface of moon. So as we know, the gravity of moon is 1/6 of gravity of earth. which means the weight of moon of a person is 1/6 of the weight of a body on earth. So if I have a weight of 60 kg on earth, then my weight on moon is only 10 kg. So it is only due to gravity. So mass can be constant, mass is always constant, but weight cannot be constant because the gravity goes on changes. So here we calculate the weight of object on surface of the moon. From the universal law, I will change force with W. So W is also a force. Weight is also a force. So weight of moon. How we calculate? Mass of moon. Here is G. Mass of object over Rm square. Weight of earth. Mass of earth. Mass of moon over Re square. So divided these two terms, Wm upon We. So that is Gmm into m upon Rm square into Gmem upon ऊपर चला गया Art square. So here what we get, it cancel with G, the M is the same object, and now substitute the values. So what are the values? Mm, here I have given mm values. In mass of moon, Rm, radius of moon, Me, mass of earth, Re, radius of earth. If I add the values here, we get 0.1645, that is 1/6. So here we can say that, what we say, weight of moon is 1/6 of weight of earth. So if we want to calculate why it is possible, because weight is related to G. If gravity is 1/6 of moon, then weight is also 1/6 of earth. If gravity is also 1/6 of earth, then the gravity of weight of moon is also 1/6 of weight of earth. Is that clear? Now we continue with the difference between mass and weight. So firstly, it is the quantity of matter contained in a body, but the weight is the force with which a body is attracted toward the earth. Mass is always constant, but the weight can be changes from place to place. As you see, the weight on moon is different and weight of earth is different. Mass can be 0, but the weight can only be 0 at center of the earth, because at center of the earth, if the object is at center, then the gravity at center is 0. We already calculate the gravity at center is 0 because radius becomes 0. Next, mass is scalar quantity, but the weight is vector quantity, because the weight is always downward. If we calculate the weight upward, then we will take the value negative. The unit of mass is kilogram, but the unit of weight is Newton, because it is a force. That is why it has Newton units. It can be calculated with beam balance, but it can be calculated with spring balance or weighing machine. So here we had done about the topic mass and weight. In next lecture we will deal with the next topic, that is thrust and pressure. Thank you.